Okay, guys, video number 3. Same day, it's still night, so if I barely ate, and I was burping on the. I was trying not to, but I was burping on the other video, and I might have sounded like if I was crying or something. I was not crying. I was being somewhat emotional, yeah, but I was not crying or anything. I was actually like going like, those were like trying burps that I was trying to suppress. So this is the third video, and I'm not sure if the other one will be able to go up. It was like 11 minutes and something, so, and I know YouTube only allows you to have 10 minutes unless you're like a director or something like that. So I'll try to like not pass 10 minutes on this one. So on Sunday, right? Sunday I went to church, and I'm also going Fridays. And Fridays it's the youth ministry. So I went to the youth ministry, and I mean the guy there is like a real close friend of mine. I call him a true friend, and there was a sign on the church. They usually put signs on the walls, and there was a sign, and he pointed to it when he was preaching. He said, "Look, guys, look over there." So I looked over there and I read it, and it said, "Where did the universe come from?" And like under it said God. The universe came from God, and I mean I'm okay with that. Because there's no way to prove it or disprove it, so I'm cool with it. If they want to say God did it, okay. I mean, yeah. If if someone else wants to say a unicorn did it, I mean, it might sound sillier than God or whatever, but okay. I mean, there's no way to prove it or disprove it. And well, under that, however, it said evolution, truth or fiction. And I was like, what? How can you ask if evolution is true or fiction? That's like asking, I don't know, gravity true or fiction, or music true or fiction, right? It's not something that you think it's true or fiction. It's something either you accept or you deny. For example, evolution. The theory of evolution explains it's what explains the fact of evolution. The theory of gravity is what explains the fact of gravity. Something that happens and we see happens, and the theory is the thing that explains it. And same with music. Music is something that happens, is something we can observe. Can't even say that. Something we can see. And music theory is a way to explain it. It's not like if you can accept music or like it's not like if you can say music is real or not. It is real. We see it, we hear it. And same with evolution, same with gravity. So I was like, what? What do you mean truth or fiction? Either you accept it or you deny it. And even as a Christian, I mean, at first I used to be a creationist. I admit it. I was not a young Earth creationist. I think that was real stupid. I always thought that Earth was pretty old, but I used to think that evolution was stupid for a short time. When I was little, before going to church, I used to have evolution as the truth. Evolution. I used to accept it later on. When I started hearing about religion, okay, well, there's two versions, right? There was no dissonance, and it's weird, right? But later on, when I became like more religious, more into church and all that, I started feeling the dissonance, and I started saying, what? It's either or, and that's what they make you believe, and it's not true. It's not true. But so I chose to go for creationism, and Kirk Cameron and the other guy is I forgot the name, the guy the Thunderfoot is gonna debate. I used to get some of their arguments. Pretty stupid, huh? Now that I think about him. But the more I started to investigate, the more obvious it started to become to me that they were lying and they were stupid, and like some other people were lying, apologists were lying, and I started investigating more and more, and it became apparent. And that's like, I guess, one of the first experiences I had. You know, people are willing to die for the things they believed and hold dear. You know, people are willing to do that, even if it goes against their belief. But if that holds their belief, or if that makes them, keep their belief, they'll lie to you. And that's one of the experiences I had with people lying for their beliefs. And I mean, so later on, I started studying evolution. There's this guy on YouTube, Don Exodus 2, I guess. Don Exodus, he's a great, he's a theist in a weird way, but he's real good at explaining that there were other people. And I started seeing videos, I started to read about it, and wow, it amazed me. And I mean, it started to come apparent to me. But in the meantime, like the guys from intelligent design, like I wanted to believe that too. I wanted to, but I was already studying evolution, and it was so easy to refute them. Like me by myself doing it, I could actually refute them. And the arguments were the same. The flagellum, you know, whatever. Dude, you don't even know what it is. You don't even know what you're talking about. And I mean, so evolution came apparent to me, and the way I used to defend it was, guided evolution. I mean, evolution, it's not like if it tells you, I mean, like who did it, or what did it, it or what did life. But it talks about life after it gets there. If you want to get to what did life, is abiogenesis. Anyways, but evolution, I was alright with it. I don't see why God couldn't have done it. And I started to interpret Genesis with evolution and all that. So I became a theist evolutionist. And the reason why I did that was because I was honest with myself. And I found it dishonest that with all the evidence, people digging up, and the lower you dig, the less complex form of life you find. I mean, that's of course evidence, and all the fossils and the genes and all that. I mean, it's so evidence. And me as a Christian, it would have been so dishonest just to like cover my eyes and say la la la, sing, say I can't hear you, I can see, and say I'm right, you're wrong, when the evidence is right in front of me. So I became an evolutionist theist. And when the guy from church started saying, well, do we come from monkeys? And in my mind, I'm all like, how ignorant. I mean, come on, dude. And I'm all like, yeah. But he thought I was joking, but I was being serious. And he said like, nah. So after that, like, all the youth went to Taco Bell, and we went to eat. And after we ate, I just asked them, like, so what do you think of evolution? And they were all like, it's stupid, it's dumb. And the girl was, I don't come from a monkey. And and the other guy was like, yeah, we don't come from monkeys. And well, maybe they started joking around. And I told them I do believe in evolution. They were like, whatever. Like, they didn't pay that much attention to it. But if they were willing to fight and argue against me, I was ready for it. So that was Friday. And I mean, if anyone wants to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I'm not an expert, but I've read a lot, and I've investigated a lot, and my 10 minutes are almost over, sir. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.